Okay, hello. How's it going? I'm Sochi or Boi Xochi. It's been a couple weeks since the regular Monday stream, but we are back. And today we're doing some more arranging. There's the lights. How are we doing? Um, let's start recording here. What's up? It's Boi Xochi, and we are arranging strings. We're arranging a rhythm chart. We do a lot of rhythm charts here and a little bit of bari sax sometimes. But this stream is called Arranging a Musical and Yapping. Or is it Yapping and or Writing a Musical? Yapping and Writing a Musical. Because, yeah, I've never seen a stream that shows the process of arranging and orchestrating, and especially nobody that looks like me, because the statistics for non-cis men in the arranging space, composer space especially, oh, it's small. The pool is small. So yeah, most of my mentors, yeah, I didn't have many like female mentors or queer mentors, and so yeah, I think it's important to show that we exist. And I am a queer, disabled, non binary person and musician, artist. And yeah, so I'm really stoked about this musical. It is coming up in the winter, December 11th. If you go to the link in my bio, so let me put this link up because I actually just created this. This is a new part of my website. If you go to boisochi.com, there's Boi Xochi's links. And I'm going to put it in there real quick if it lets me. Yeah, it's not letting me copy paste, so I'm going to have to do it directly on Twitch, and that's fine. But here we are. I'll put those links in there. Couple new things happening. Ooh, couple new things happening. I've been. Here we go. Boop. There's the links. Couple new things. So last week, I did not stream in um, an observance of Indigenous Peoples Day, and this week it's been a heavy week. Not gonna lie. One of my major influences, not just on my music, but on my life. Like the music has just been so important to me, um, and stuff. D'Angelo passed away last week, and I feel like every time I want to listen to music, I try to listen to like a wide variety of music, but I can't right now. Like I feel this need to either consume the entirety of D'Angelo's discography, or what I've recently started is listening to all the records that were uh, that the band, when they were recording the classic record Voodoo, which was released January 2000, but they started recording it in 1998. Started listening to all the records that they listened to on that recording session, and it was a very unorthodox album. I highly recommend looking up if you're really into how records are made and stuff. They didn't write anything prior to those sessions. They were listening to all their favorite records, and then they would catch on to a riff, and then they're like, oh, there's something there. And then they'd write a song around that little thing or something. So, yeah, I found that really cool because in the past, I don't know, a couple of years, I've been hearing just a lot of anxiety around copyright, and of course there are some copyright law precedents that have been set that are really concerning. And obviously we've been talking about AI for quite some time, for a few years. And just the, Spotify having AI music and investing in like weapons AI and all this stuff. And so this album is such a balm to the soul, in that lens where, it's not only the anti-anxiety of, because I've even heard some artists be like, yeah, when I'm writing, everybody has their processes, so I'm not like being weird about that, but they're like, yeah, when I'm writing, just so I make sure that I'm not copying anybody, I like don't listen to any music. And I'm like, I feel like everything a part of your vocabulary of writing, it comes from somewhere. So you can't. What's up, American Josh, dude? Dope that you're writing a musical. Thank you so much. I'm super stoked about this particular musical. If you go to the link in my bio, which I just put, there is a link. If you scroll down a little bit, there's the tickets, and it's on December 11th. So if you're in Los Angeles, definitely come through. If you search up Silhouettes of Scarlet on YouTube, there actually is one iteration of the musical. And I say it that way because it's not the same every time. This is a brand new iteration of it, and it's chronological. So the last run you're able to see on YouTube in its entirety, and that was a really great run. It was the concert version, and the last version before that was a multimedia version where there is a film that was made for this musical, and it combined live elements, theater, stage elements, live orchestra. So we basically live scored it, and some of it was improvised as well. Like, oh, just keep playing that. So truly one of a kind. I'm so happy that I'm back in the theater again. I definitely took a hiatus from anything like, I don't think I've ever experienced anything like this. But I used to be involved in a lot more bigger shows as a musical director, as an artist. But um, being disabled and being disabled in the music industry was always, let's be clear, not just because of COVID, but has always been very exclusionary, the music industry, to disabled artists. And COVID has widened that gap. So I'm very, very grateful for Silhouettes of Scarlet and the community that's around it, for making the rehearsals accessible to not just me, let's be clear, but to everybody, to everybody. So we do COVID tests before every rehearsal to make sure that nobody is at least giving each other COVID. We, if you have any symptoms, it's in the rules. You don't go, and if far enough in advance, you can. We have gotten substitutes to make sure we have a big sound, and it hasn't been a big deal. And in fact, we've avoided the entire cast getting sick. Like there was actually a um, when we COVID test, only once has there been a positive test, and that person, of course, didn't go to rehearsal. But that saved us. Saved us from having like you know, a super spreader, I guess. Not super spreader, a spreader. It saved us from an outbreak where everybody would have gotten COVID. And COVID messed me up, and I will never be the same. I've been getting better with symptoms, but I don't want anybody to get that. I don't want anybody to get that. What's up, Crunchy Brownies? You're hearing me doubled. Okay. I see that now. Oh, what about now? I realized that I. So was it like peaking or something? Okay. I hope it wasn't just like. I don't know. Yay, my audio person. um, cool. Okay, it was completely clear, just doubled. Okay, that's good to know. All right. So, here we are. We're going to jump into a process that I haven't done in the previous run of this musical, I did things really quickly, and so I do have a little bit of benefit of having some time to get things more clear. So last time I had mostly for the rhythm section, basically just had chord charts. Like, here are the chords, here's the form and stuff. Like, here you go. And maybe some lyric cues because I didn't have time. But this time I do, and I could put more things, more descriptions, more cues for different instruments. And so we're working on a song called Purgatory, and this is written by Chris Siders and P.L. Davis. And shout out to Chris Siders. Chris Siders wrote this musical. It's based on his life. It's about grief, it's about mental health, the death of his father, while going through a toxic situation, relationship. Absolutely wild musical. We're in the chapter of the musical right now where he goes to Switzerland to like perform, but also kind of like run away from his problems. So shout out to Chris Siders though, because in a couple days he's actually going to Switzerland again to open for one of the, oh my gosh, I'm just so excited for him for the Far Side, which is a hip hop group that's classic, and I love that for him, and I love the Far Side. So kind of comes full circle. It's literally going to Switzerland this week. So bon voyage to him, and we are going into arranging here. All right, so we could see a giant screen here. You might not know what's going on, but yeah. So here's Purgatory, and if you want to check out, sometimes I like to put in the YouTube link just in case you want to hear exactly what I'm writing. So I'm gonna do that right now. This is the technically the second song of the musical. I'm just running like chronologically right now. Last week or 2 weeks ago, I was doing something from Act Two because we were rehearsing that. Rehearsals are going really well. But here you go. So Purgatory. I never remember how to spell Silhouettes of Scarlet. Silhouette, I mean. So I'm gonna put in the YouTube video. Ba-ba-ba-bow-bow. All right. So in the chat, if you have an interest, here is Purgatory. Boom. Right there. Hope that works. Let's see. Just testing it out, testing it out. Yes. Okay, cool. We're going in now. I'm in. So what we have here, the first run, I had three different charts, and honestly, while that is fine to do, I am trying to consolidate this chart into one rhythm chart. If you see right here, I have this like double um, treble clef thing going on. When I was in college and we were doing rhythm charts and stuff, it was a process where you could get like basically the whole band, at least the rhythm section, into one page or two page, so you can have cues for everybody. And this cue has a couple things going on. Obviously, you see a bass. All right, can we hear this? Looks like it. Bass has like a double stop, and then and that only happens once, but I have the bass part here. So we're gonna combine it. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm working in an application called Sibelius, and not everybody likes Sibelius. Honestly, I can't even say that I'm the biggest fan, but I know how to use it. And one of my coaches that I've had told me the best platform is the one you're gonna use. That's really it. So since I know how to use it, I'm gonna use it. But if anybody has any other recommendations, like stuff they like, let me know. I've had some recommendations of Dorico, so that's something on my list to try out. But for now, we're doing Sibelius. It's just fine. So we got synth here, keys. So we're gonna change that. And we got an ad break coming in 2 minutes, 3 minutes. So just a heads up. But before we do that, let's get some information in here. So we're gonna do the guitar lead in the first line. We're taking this section by section. All right, so using Shift Option Command, I'm gonna put this in the rhythm. Boom. Aha. So guitar lead, clean, reverb. We're gonna change this to just regular text. So I'm gonna copy that, delete, and then text. We're just gonna do Command T, guitar lead. And we want to make sure that we have some sort of marker for what this is. In the last time I was on stream doing this, I was moving away from section A, section B type of stuff, and we're just gonna do plain English here. We're gonna do intro. So for that, I do the box text. I do bold intro, and that's it. To get it on all the charts, do that command thing I did. We're not going to worry about that. And we're also going to do another type of sax. So we'll do that later, though, not for this. Since we will eventually have a composer, or not a composer, a conductor score, I'm going to get rid of this in the score so it's not cluttered up. Show in parts. Boom. So we see it for now, but it'll be absent there. That's what that is. And let's see, then we got our bass part here. So we're gonna copy over the bass part. Just about to here. We're doing section by section so we don't lose track. Okay, and we had treble clef here, but we're gonna change it to the proper clef. Notations. I realize you can't see this. Clef. Bass. Boom. So now we're set to go. And we gotta make sure this says bass. And there's gonna be an ad break, so I'll see you in a second. But we're gonna do some work, and you can see this later on the YouTube channel, or if you subscribe. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I do this on Mondays. I'm trying to pick up more days, but yeah. All right, here we go. So for this, we're gonna do regular text. Bass double stops. So two notes at a time. It reminds me of that what's that song? Stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Is that the one that does the bass thing? The boom. Oh no, it's Take a Walk on the Wild Side. Boom, 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 boom. That one reminds me of that. It sounds weird because it's on piano score. So this synth part, I'm still unsure if we're going to keep that synth or if we're going to give it to somebody else. So that is an arranger decision, less an engraving decision. I think it's worth it to put it in the synth. So how are we going to do that when we already have stuff in the treble clef? I will tell you. So we're going to take this and going to the menu home right here. We're actually going to do filters, notes and chords, and we'll do this here. Where's my where's my thing? Got ideas. Where's my I'm missing my keypad. That's really important. Keypad. Oh, there it is. Sometimes it hides. Whoop. Okay, let's try that again. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. And then, okay, it's still there. Awesome. Welcome back. So let's see if this works. So we're going to go into voice 2, and this is how we're going to put something on the same clef, but not lose the rest of the information. I'm going to go to voice 2, and this is still highlighted if you see here. So I'm going to go, bup, 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 bup. Oh, wait, no. Okay, good to know that doesn't work. What if we make this? See, here's the thing about this arranging stream. Sometimes I don't know all the answers, and I'm figuring it out on the fly. So we're going to make this voice 2. We're going to copy it. Let's see what happens when we paste it. Did it work? Yes, it did. Does it look messy? Yes. So, this is going to go here. Obviously, there's stuff in the way. All right. Let's clean this up a bit. Got guitar lead down here. We're going to do text, synth. It's not really a pad. Let's do just synth here. Synth lead. Soft synth lead. Everything here is kind of quiet so far. Okay. This, we're going to move down just so it's clear that's for the guitar. We select the slur and make sure to press X to reverse something, usually a stem or in this case a slur. Okay, a musical slur, most bigger. Boop, 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 boop. I make a lot of noises. Apologies in advance. All right. So we're gonna do this so it doesn't run into stuff. All right. That's what we're gonna do. That's how we're gonna do it. And maybe we might give that to somebody else, but I think it sounds cool with the synth as is, as it does in the original. You could also find the original cast recording on all of platforms. So check that out. Okay, so we also don't need these. I don't think we do, because we have it on top. Love on top. Little Beyonce moment. Just referencing. But yeah, I'm really excited about this because man, I've been yearning for some music and it's really cool to get this opportunity. If you are looking for someone to do this to your music, or um, you are a person who is hiring for arranging, orchestrating, engraving, even, hit me up. I also do piano lessons, as well as bass, arranging lessons, consulting, making your event COVID safer, all that. Okay, so now we're on to the next section. We got a market. We don't have a marking yet. Text, box text, verse, one. We don't need everything to be caps. All right. Why is it so hot today? Okay, showing parts. So when I go on and there's not anything for both lines, then I usually just hide it, but I don't think that's the case this time. Okay, this is guitar. All right, what are we doing? Okay. Shift Option Command. Boop. Just friends. Let's see. I think we have some rhythm, not just whole notes. Whoop. We're gonna mute for a second. I don't want to get a copyright strike. Give me a moment. Okay, we're doing whole notes. We are doing whole notes. So let's do it. So instead, we're gonna copy this. Uh, what's that bass doing? I think it continues this double stop actually. I think so. One moment, muting. Nope, it is that. So we will still have two lines. We're just gonna delete. We're just gonna delete the cues. Delete that. Ba, 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 bum. And we'll delete the chords. I was about to delete one at a time, but not a good idea. Um, I wish this filter thing was actually a quick key or whatever it's called, but I have yet to find that. Delete. I often talk about the importance of posture with doing work like this, so make sure to stretch, and not just when you are hurting. Sometimes I have a little timer to stretch. Today we're just going with intuition. Okay, we got the bass part in here. And it used to be that, but alas, we're using a piano score for this. Okay, so this will go down here. I don't think we need both pianos or the dynamic marking. If you're just joining, welcome. I'm Boi Xochi. I'm the one of the composers, but mostly the arranger and keyboard player for Silhouettes of Scarlet, a new musical based in LA. And we're going to use the marking of sim to mean similar. So I think this lyric is financial stress. Let's see. I'm looking at the script right now, but I'm keeping that hidden for you. Come and see the show at Latino Theater Company in LA. Let's see. Looking at the thing. Uh, 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 uh. Purgatory. Financial stress. Yep. So you want to have lyric cues, so just in case people get lost, they can hear a lyric and then go to that spot. However, this is very big. We don't need it that big. Financial stress. Okay, now we have this wonderful distorted guitar line here. There you go. Oh, what happened to financial stress? Sometimes you lose stuff, and instead of trying to figure out how it got lost, you just redo it. Takes less time sometimes. All right, anything else? I think we're just gonna have the rhythm here. The world's my oyster at this moment. But let's do our, so we have a chorus here, or chorus marking. We're gonna get rid of the letter. Run away, run away, run away, run away. I don't know who's singing this part yet. Okay. I think we will do like we did for the other charts, and I'm gonna put more of the melody in the chart so either somebody who's playing can sing or just people can know what's going on in the melody. Even if, yeah, we might even delete this marking here, the DS, but one thing at a time. So we're gonna copy the chords. Holding on desperately. Have not warmed up at all. That's bad. Oh gosh, spilled. Make sure to hydrate, y'all. It is hot. I'm holding on desperately. Run away, run away, run away, run away. I'm holding on. That's how that goes. But we want to make this clearer. How long are you doing that for? I think it's actually longer. Holding on. Oh, Okay, I guess we can't copy over gliss. So we're gonna boom. Let's see, what note do they go down to? Oh, okay. Took a second to listen. Looks like from here, so we're not gonna carry over from this note. Holding note. It's gonna be sort of down to the octave. So from the A flat to the A flat. Got a little guitar line there. Not sure to do this. Meow. Yeah, I don't think that's correct. Because there's like, you know, because I guess it should last that whole time. You know what I mean? So here we go. Let's try this. So interesting. I don't think this is right. Maybe we should make this stemless. I don't know. I'm just guessing at this point. I was just guessing numbers and figures. Um, Proc's Landing. We're gonna make that tiny. Yeah, because I don't really reach that, but that's kind of the target. So that's what we'll do. Moving puzzles apart. Down the digest. Science in progress. Must be good. Alright. No, that's not what I wanted. What the hell? Oh, it's text. What the no? Okay, looks pretty clear. It's clear that it starts there, I guess. Let's go. So for the rhythm chart, I'm gonna give the guitar. I don't think this is mezzo piano. Can I really give my all? Can I acknowledge all my flaws? Can I accept you for who you are? Do you have the capacity to catch me when you fall? Just, just as the arranger. Oh my God, I know so much of this musical at this point. It's a cool feeling. It's a cool feeling. Cool. Then we're gonna use text. Oh, what is happening here? Okay, that was strange. I remember transcribing that. That took a minute to figure out what rhythm that was. Dega da dega da da. Let's check it. Oh shoot, maybe it's this. Maybe it's not a quintuplet. See, this is why. This is why we gotta do this. So let's delete this, I guess. Sorry. All right, let's try. Boop. And to make a tuplet, command 6. Right. And once again, we're going to double check that. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Apologies, my vocal stems. All right, we're gonna check that really quick. Muted. Indeed. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay, what else is here? There is a little guitar solo in the chorus too. So let's see. I think I'm gonna give the guitar solo that's in the chorus, or it's not a solo, it's a part. I'll probably give that to alto sax. Our bari sax player also plays alto, and I'm more privy to bari. He's playing bari on most of this, but I think to have some of the sound filled out, we're gonna need alto. So I'll do that later, but when I have those thoughts, I gotta write them down. So, oh, also, I have a foam thing on my, oh, shoot, I'm sorry, on my pens because writing with a loose grip like this instead of this is better for your hands. So, pro tip, I found this ages ago. Um, Pro tip. So, gotta write it down. So, I'm gonna write down Alto Purgatory. The song is called Purgatory. Alto Sax Purgatory. Sounds so dramatic. Okay, so now we got, oh, goodness. Now we have, next one, we have verse 2. Alright, verse 2. Can I really give my all? Alright, we got the lyric cue up here. And we're just going to put all of this up here. Eh. Maybe just this one. Might hear a lot of. This is also like an ASMR, like clickety clicks. Boom. Do 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 do. So for this, I'm gonna write bass continue pattern. We love a shorthand. So, all right. If I don't give them what they want, this grows to mezzo forte. Maybe forte. So right here, we go back to that line for guitar. So we'll do, I guess I should have just done this. Yeah. Technically this will be 8 VB, so I'll be specific. I will be specific. Oh. Spread it out. Da 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 da. Okay. Distorted. Instead of putting that here, I'm gonna move this up. Oh goodness, I need a hair tie. There's gotta be one. Yes! Alright. It's getting too hot. So hot and so hot in here. This weekend I went to a drag show dance party thing. They did play that song and it was indeed hot in there. They did not have AC. Basically danced in front of a giant fan almost the whole night. Or at least when I discovered it, because I didn't know. I was like, I was in a polyester Kermit the Frog costume. Like, whoa. Bad idea. Oh. We don't need cards, I guess. Uh, kind of want to give them the chords. So this isn't another verse. Actually, let me check. Run away, run away. Nope, all good. Ah. So I'm not sure about this DSL coda business. Piano strings. How many measures is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. All right, what else is on here? We should probably put that it's a lot louder. Yeah, here's the thing. I'm not sure if the DSL coda is going to confuse, you know? We should just do it straight through. See how this looks here? Okay. All right. Looks all right. We're gonna make sure all these are organized. We love 4 measure systems. Boop. So as for these lyric cues, I'm gonna put them at the bottom. Boop. Why? Ugh! Why is it doing this? This is the part I don't like. It's just so finicky. Okay. So it does have pads, I realize. So soft synth lead slash pads. Pew 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 pew. Boom boom. Oh, bam. Okay, have a 4-bar phrase. We love a 4-bar phrase. Yeah, yeah. This doesn't look that good though. I will say, this doesn't look that good. It's all mushed. Run away. I mean, maybe it's that the lyrics are too large. Okay, too large. Oh, I highlighted the wrong thing. Lyrics. Okay, that works. It's not too bad. It's truly a cue anyway. That 4-measure phrase. Boo 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 boo. Ooh, let me see this. Boom. Can I really give my all? Can I acknowledge all my flaws? Can I accept you for you are? Do I have the capacity to... If I upset you enough... I might have accidentally added an extra bar. Alright. Something I need to check. Oop. Yeah, I feel like that is an extra bar. Oh, I'm so sorry. Ah, So yawny today. It's just so quiet in here. Okay. We're gonna check that bar. So weird. Okay, confirmed. Confirmed there's an extra bar. Whoops. Extra bar. At least in the musical itself, it most of the people know this song, so that didn't derail things. Oops. Okay, we're making this text smaller. No, too small. Where are we at? Where are we at? We're almost at an hour, folks. Okay, we got pretty far. There is a bit of a change. Let's see. Brown. Can I really give my all? Just a change here. Okay, so we're gonna give the guitar. We're gonna give the guitar this line. Hmm. Technically, it's still going, but it's like really soft. All right, we got an ad break in 3 minutes. I think I need to like get up and stretch because I'm like yawning so much. So I'm gonna move my body. But, oh yes, I needed a twist. I needed a twist. All right, we're just gonna give a good old crescendo. Bow. Okay, what is this lyric? If given a chance, would you take advantage? Okay, that's the one here. Give a chance, would you take advantage if I said the wrong thing on a bad day? Okay. Yeah, let's make the executive decision. We're going to, instead of doing, I don't know what. I mean, it is basically the same, except there's no guitar solo here. There's no little thing, so it's not a big deal, to add 8 measures. I don't think so. So I'm going to copy it because I do need to add some measures here. So that's Shift Command B. Oh, no, we need to add 8. Shift Command B, B, oh, B, oh my gosh, B, B, and then another B. Let's go back to, yeah, let's do this here. Delete this guitar solo. Change this to a whole note. All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna take a quick 2 minute break just to refill my water. I forgot my water at my teaching job. So there is an ad break coming up, but I'll do it at the ad break. I'll do it at the ad break just to take a quick refill. I'm not even out yet, so I'll be fine. All right. It's just so like warm in here, and I'm like, sleepy. Probably so warm because of all the equipment. Oh, it is the ad break right now. Okay. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Okay. Got some water. I even got some chocolate, which I know probably would dehydrate me a little, but the caffeine is nice. Oh my gosh. All right, open it. Open it. If anybody gets that reference, I'll be so happy. Open it. Sounds like Joseph Joestar a little bit, but it's from Harvey Birdman. There's this character, I think it's like the daughter of the main guy who is played by Stephen Colbert, the boss guy. And like the daughter is just like telling Harvey to like open something. He's like, open it. It's just so funny to me. It's one of my audio stems, vocal stems. Uh, mm, that caramel. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna basically copy this. All right, delete this. We don't need a coda anymore. We, in fact, don't even need this DS symbol anymore. This little segno, as they call it. It's just going to be straight through. Okay. Let's hear that real quick. Okay, something I haven't put is the piano rhythm. When it's not just whole notes, piano rhythm is like bam 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 bam. I could put it. We don't necessarily need it, but this is mostly piano. So right here, we got a double measure here. Realize I haven't checked the multi-chat. Okay, looks good. That's weird. This isn't the right amount of chords. The other thing I changed about this chart is that there were a huge amount of charts in the key of C sharp. Nobody likes to see C sharp. I changed this one to G. Oh no, this one was F sharp. Dun, dun, dun. All right, let's take a look at the rhythm chart so far. Oh, what happened to the verse? That's missing. Ah ha ha. Here it is. But it's not in the rhythm chart. Right, back to it. And we don't have it saying that there's guitar. Guitar pick scratch, because like, oh. Alright. Boo bee boo boo. The bass is kind of doing the same thing, but we want more rhythm, more boom, 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 boom. Mm. Ugh. So we're gonna hide these. We don't need them. Hide. Still not sure about the chorus. I have to come back to that on me own. Yeah. Okay, looks pretty good so far. Let's take a look at the other chart. Okay, so all the chorus or the choir has is this run away. So we don't need two coda. We don't need DSL coda. So we're missing the chorus that we just added. So easy, easy peasy. Wait, what happened? Here it is. I'm just gonna do this one. And in fact, I'm gonna put the chords on the last one because I'm a huge proponent of giving vocalists the chords. Some people might not agree with me. I don't care. I think it's important for the vocalists to know the chords or use those chords. Know where the context is, you know? But yeah, part of the stream is like showing people what what the this part of doing a musical or music stuff is, the process and whatnot, but also it's a little bit of shoot, there was a dog barking and I completely lost my train of thought. What was it? Yes, posterity. Um, this moment in time will never happen again. So that's pretty neat. I'm wondering if we're gonna put some harmony on here. I don't think we've had it. Run away, run away, run away, run away. That could work. Holding on. Let's try that. Oh, I forgot when you press a number, it goes above, not below. So shift 3. Run, run away, run away. Let's play this horrifying disembodied choir sound. Let's try it. Run away. Holding on. Meh. Sounds a little. Let's see. Maybe the second inversion. Run away. Run. Run away. Run away. It also doesn't have to be parallel. I always forget that. Also, I think this is way too fast. I'm gonna change the tempo. Let's see. Run away, run away. Holding on. But sometimes thirds just sound too cutesy, you know? I don't think so. Run away. It might work in the beginning. Run away. Run away. Run away. I think that works for now. Wait, maybe this key signature isn't right. Hold on. Oh, it is in D flat. Why did I put it in G flat? The heck? It's in D flat. Okay. Ooh, I just realized I'm gonna copy that. I don't know if we want it back there. Let's do it here instead. Oops. So the band is quieter here, but the choir is supposed to sing louder. So I'm just gonna give the band mezzo piano. And then I wouldn't mind this being harmonized. Holding on desperately, holding on desperately, holding on desperately. That could work. Hmm. Oh, yikes. Don't hold down that 3. Sounds so silly. Cool. Then here. Then this is the 4th. So actually we're going to take these. Ooh. How do you make that a second voice? There has to be a better way to do this. Boom. Run away, run away, run away. Okay. Hold it. To let them know it's in unison. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Desperate, desperate. Important to put the slurs in. Run away, run. I think it's the same, so we're just gonna flop it over. Blap-a-da-ba-ba-doo. I'm holding, um, holding, I'm holding on. Do we want to harmonize? I'm holding. Something about unison vocals, though. We're gonna do that. That looks a little weird. That's okay. I'm holding. And I'll just put a note. Oh. This is so small from the other thing. Okay. Don't forget to save, don't forget to save, don't forget to save. Okay, now. What do we do now? I do have strings for this song, but oh, let's take a look at the chart for chorus. Not as strong as you may think, okay? Let's make all the text unison, or not unison, what's the word? Uniform. All right. What is the lyric before the final chorus? Let's see. What do you see is the cue. So let's do that. We want to hear. What do you see? Make this a little smaller. Oh, see how it looks if we make it into. Nope. Okay. Not bad. Oh, there's a little bit of messiness here. Okay. We don't want 2 pages if we could avoid it. Ha! I spelled it wrong. I think. Silhouettes. Mm -hmm. Okay. Looks pretty good. Except for this. Run away. Okay, okay, no DS, so we don't need this. Full chart, no like navigation stuff. So it should be pretty simple. Choir. Save, and then we want to export this qua. Boom. Good. So then once I'm done with this, I put it in the folder and I notify the people about the choir chart. As far as rhythm goes, I think we still need to just put the piano part here, so I won't do that just yet. That's fine, but everything else looks good. So now we can just double check anything I left out in the guitar, the chair part. We got a sax part we gotta fill out. Yeah. Okay, it's not too bad. All right. I'm satisfied with this. Satisfied. What's next on the list? We got, let's see, where are we at on time? Hour 30. Not bad, not bad. All in Scarlet, we got that done. Daylight, we haven't touched. Pay Up, we haven't touched. 2 a.m. in Zurich, we are nearly done with. And then Permanent, which is my song actually. My song is in the musical. I'm so stoked. Um, that one is pretty much done. Last Holiday. We actually just recorded that, or like we just did that in rehearsal. So that's a brand new chart. Let's see. Downhill from here, we haven't touched in a minute. Most of the Act 2 is finished. What Emotion Said, Who Is Me, we actually did on stream. At least we tried Dandelion. Finished that. Farewell. Ooh, okay. Here's another process. So, as far as like YouTube goes, I don't like having two different like things I'm doing on the stream, two different like songs or something. But that's okay. We can do it, I think. Cuz sometimes my process, here I'll put on full camera mode. Sometimes my process, because I also have ADHD, is if I'm hitting a wall with something or like some certain things I don't like to do on stream because it's more ear involved. Sometimes I'll do it. Like I'll listen to it. I did it a couple times here just to like confirm some sections, but I don't really like to do certain things on stream because I like to get really into it and being observed is strange for certain creative things, if you know what I mean. Oh, but um ADHD. So once I feel like, okay, I'm pretty satisfied with the work I did for this song, I'm going to go on to another one and see what we can do on that. So we're going to go back to the screen here. If you're just visiting, welcome. I'm Boi Xochi, and I'm an arranger for this musical, and I have um, my own music as well. We're gonna open. Sure. All right, we're gonna do. So did Purgatory today. Oh, we do have the strings for Purgatory that I need to look at, so that can be another one. What's next here? Daylight. So the last time I looked at this was June. That one's pretty easy. Downhill from here. Oh, I haven't checked that out in a minute. It's been since May. Okay, I'm conflicted. Let's look at Downhill from here. All right, we're gonna get rid of this guy. What's this all about? That's this one. This is one of my favorites. Ew. Okay, Arranging Brain. Last musical, we had tenor sax. I really didn't have a lot of time to write tenor sax parts. But this time we got a Barry and we have an alto. Same person, so I gotta pick. Also, Barry is very hard to like switch, so I'm not gonna do that to him. But we got a lot here, so let's do it. Downhill from here, and first thing we do, this is a previous version from a previous run of the musical, so I'm gonna press Shift, Command S to save a new version. And I'm titling this one DEC11. And I'm also tagging them. Save. Okay, a couple things here. We're gonna add some instruments. Baritone saxophone, baritone saxophone. Bow, bow. Okay, so if you're visiting, I'm gonna put in the chat the YouTube video for this one, just in case you would like to listen to it. All right, where did the chat go? Where did the chat go? And boom. There you go. Arranging this song. Boom, boom. So it kind of would be cool to have baritone sax doing this. Let's move this keypad over. Think it goes that low. I could be wrong. Boom, boom. All right. Do we need a double staff rhythm chart? I don't feel like I do. What's this all about? All right. We don't have this here. We're gonna put all the cues down here since we don't have tenor sax. Ah, we're not using A anymore. Actually, this might be fine with the A system. No. Yeah, I'm trying to, what is the form? There's not really a chorus, so is there, if there's no chorus, are there verses? I'm pretty sure, like, it would just be a verse. Because it starts the same, it's poetry, you know? Purgatory. I'm just looking at the script here. Daylight. Scrolling through the script real quick. Okay, it's a little far down, sorry. Fatherless. Where's downhill? Okay, I gotta look it up. I forgot that there's a find feature. Um, no, yeah. Okay. Uh, you know what? Yeah, let's just use the A system. Because there's really only two verses anyway. Fantasize about angry sex. Don't think we want too much improv. Then along came. Bam. Chill. Okay. Instrumental. Instrumental. So instead of just saying bass pickup, we're gonna go. Oh, bass only. So maybe this will be voice two, and this will be that. So there's a rest. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know why there's this. Let's see, this should be here. Oh, fantasize about being together again. Okay, let's look at this. This might be one of the easier ones I do. Okay, for this one we have a tempo mark, but we gotta be clear on not just the tempo, but the feel. I would say it's like, oh, why is it looking weird? Let's do a tempo. Hard. I would say, why not? Angst. It's the feel. Alright, fix these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go to layout, making a system. Boom, boom, boom. Bass only. So yeah, there's only two chords in this, but the hits are what makes it um, really impactful. Leave space. Fortissimo. Time to stretch. My ad breaks are my time to stretch, I guess. All right. Roll the shoulders. Roll the neck. Okay. Also stretch your legs. Oh my gosh. I always forget to stretch my legs, and I'm literally sitting. If you want to reach me, I'm mostly active on Instagram. However, I just fixed up my website. I have links. I have a link page, and you could find me on all those links. I have a sticker campaign as well. I made stickers with my friends to raise money for some families in Gaza that I've been supporting. I vetted them. They're wonderful, wonderful people. Some of them are kiddos. They're really important to me. So, um, yeah, we designed some stickers. The one for my friend Hala is a pizza that my friend literally designed by hand, like using paper and stuff and editing it on a software. Super cool. The sauce is like a keffiyeh pattern. Awesome. Pizza sticker. We got some Palestine stickers. So please check it out in my Ko-fi shop, which you could also see right there, Ko-fi/Boi Xochi. All right, what's this all about? All right, this looks okay to me. Feel like this could go, then along came. We got some helicopters. Check it out. Instrumento. Do, 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 do. I don't know if you can hear those helicopters. All right, rhythm is good. Let's take a look. The berry sax. Berry sax. So I'm unsure if it can go this low, actually. I think the lowest note is a C. Yeah, it's a B. I don't think they can do that. I don't think the sax player has an A extension. Yeah. Boom, boom. G over. The E, I think they can hit. Ball. Long came. I think it would be good to have the Barry sax emphasize some of these hits. Let's take a listen. All right, I'm gonna lower myself a little bit. Okay, okay, okay. I know what to do. There's some bass hits where it's like boom, bow. That's what we're gonna do for the berry. It's gonna hit. Boom, boom. Oh wait, no, wrong spot. Ugh. These helicopters, man. Maybe do a boo. I don't know if you can do that. A little slide. Da, ba. That works. It's a little bit of a lift. When it comes to Barry, I try to draw a lot from James Brown. Oh my gosh, they're so loud. I don't know if you can hear them. Dun, dun. Okay, let's do. Voodoo. Ba 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 down. Okay, we're gonna copy this. Put it over. Not this whole thing. But it bow. Next day, as life changed on a dime. Ba-da-da-da. Yeah, we'll give a couple little things. I realize sometimes just saying improv is not enough. But wait, does this not have a key signature? Oh my gosh. Do-do-do. Mm-hmm. I guess it's an E minor, because, uh, yeah, I guess. So let's put that in E minor. Wait, K? Yes. If you want to just open key signature real quick, just press K in Sibelius. No. Da-da-da. Mm, mm. Oh, I'm getting some wrist pain. No good. Gotta fix my posture, y'all. Da, 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 da. Let's do that at second beat. Ba, 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 ba. Oops. You know what the problem is with my wrist and why it's hurting is because when I have my mouse, I'm just like resting the wrist. So I'm going like this instead of the whole arm. Pro tip. Okay. We're almost at 2 hours. It might be a 2 hour session today, because not gonna lie, I'm pretty tired today. Oh. Mm-hmm. All right, so this was me getting some ideas down for downhill from here. Let's see what we got. Ba-ba-bum. Okay, we actually are probably just gonna have a pretty clean 2 hour today. We'll see about heading on here tomorrow because I do got a lot of work to do. But for now, I'm going to take it easy. Had a pretty long weekend. I actually started to. Oh, don't forget to save. We're gonna do that. Boop, boop, Command save or Command S. Yeah, so I had a pretty long weekend going to an event and having piano lessons. And so if you would like to have piano lessons, I currently, as far as my private studio, I only do virtual. I don't just do piano lessons though. A new venture that I am launching very soon is my virtual studio. It's not a new venture. I had a virtual studio for many years, but I'm relaunching it to also include helping you finish your songs in whatever that iteration may be. So, finishing your songs might mean the songwriting part of it. It might mean you have a song and you want to get it demoed. It also might mean that you have a demo and you want to chart it like I'm doing right now so that people can perform it. It can mean a lot of things, but in particular, if you are a disabled, you are chronically ill, like I am, I want to help you out, especially. So if you are a songwriter who is disabled, has limited energy, energy limiting stuff, you have mobility, any disability, to be honest, I want to help you out. And because I think your music should be shared. Yeah. And like this is also for non-disabled people or not yet disabled people because everybody, if they live long enough, will be disabled or even temporary disabled. You break your leg, you're temporarily disabled. You um are pregnant, temporarily disabled. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox about that. But so, yes, virtual lessons or consultations. I also do consultations for getting your stuff ready, getting your songs ready for like sync licensing preparation. I also do stuff like that. So that'll be coming down the pipe. I'm hoping to have that ready by the end of the month. We'll see. As you may know, I am knee deep in musical score preparation and writing, and that is very soon. The tickets for Silhouettes of Scarlet, excuse me, um, are on sale, and you can get that at my website in my link in bio. If you follow my Instagram, you'll see a link in bio. It's just one link. And you can also find all the stickers that I am selling, the campaigns I am supporting for Gaza. Got lots of info there. And yeah, I also have merchandise, which really helps me out as well. Boi Xochi stickers, I have Boi Xochi sweatshirts, and hopefully it's getting colder soon so you can be cozy in those sweatshirts. So, yes, I am definitely looking for work. So, please put a good word out for me if you are watching this. Yeah, so hit me up on any of the things on my website. There's a contact form. I also have a mailing list. I write, so I have a Substack, Patreon, all those things. You can follow me there. YouTube, all of these VODs live there as well. So if you want to watch some other streams, you can do that. But yeah, okay, this was fun, and hopefully next time I could stream a little longer. But I am, as I mentioned, energy limiting illness. Woo! It is hot, and I'm going to give myself sustenance. So, we'll see you next time, whether that be next Monday or tomorrow, perhaps. But yeah, follow me on Twitch and on YouTube, and we have a Monday stream every Monday for sure. I'm hoping to get back into video games as well. There is a new Pokemon game. I'm really excited to play that for the first time. I've watched playthroughs and I'm really stoked about like the in real time battling and Pokemon battles. So, yeah, anyway, see you next week or whenever I see you. All right, bye.